Are car guys the most humble celebrities out there?
Thank you so much to all you guys for watching the videos and supporting me.
Film on that phone too. Because this story wouldn't exist without your guys' support.
We're gonna handle this ourselves while we continue to build Crypto Zoo, and I'll see you in court.
And your videos save me so much money, man. They're awesome.
That's the whole reason I make the video.
They're your video.
None of this would have been possible without you.
For many people, fame is tied to the idea of being larger than life, often pushing boundaries just for attention and money. Logan Paul scamming and exploiting his fans, and Nikocado Avocado acting in a stupid and self-destructive manner. Then there are guys like Adam Ross, Kai Cenat, and Speed who have turned shock value into their entire brand. These influencers often seem willing to cross any line, sacrificing integrity for clicks, likes, or a bigger paycheck, feeding into their fans' demand for shock value. And the biggest example is Mr. Beast. He's become known for his impressive charity work, with videos often centered around giving back. But recently, his image has become a bit more complicated as various controversies and allegations have surfaced. Some may exaggerate or twist these stories for views, but it's fair to say that his brand isn't as spotless as it once seemed. But this behavior doesn't stop with social media influencers either. Hollywood is full of egos too. We've seen actors and musicians flaunting their wealth and looking down on the people who made them famous.
Look at you.
There are some exceptions, like Robert Downey Jr., who went from batting addiction to becoming one of the most beloved actors in Hollywood. Despite all his success, RDJ has kept his feet on the ground, often giving credit to others and showing gratitude for his fans. Chris Evans takes his time to engage with fans on social media, not as a way to boost his fame, but because he genuinely cares. And whether he's on screen as Captain America or just hanging out with fans, he simply radiates humility. Then there's Keanu Reeves. If you've ever heard a story about Keanu, you know that he's not like your typical celebrity, donating large portions of his earnings to charity and giving up his seat on the subway for a stranger. He's just a guy who happens to be a legendary actor and a genuinely kind person. While there are exceptions to the pattern of selfishness and greed in the celebrity world, they're rare. But what if there were an entire community that's different? A group of rich and famous people who radiate humility and warmth. Let's look at Keanu Reeves, an actor known for his kindness. He also happens to be a car enthusiast. But what happens if we zoom in on this world of car culture? First, let's talk about Paul Walker. When most people think of him, they remember his role as a car guy in Fast and Furious. But outside that character, he was a genuine car enthusiast. Off-screen, he was known for his deep passion for cars. He loved racing, working on his cars, and attending meets, not as a celebrity, but as just another car enthusiast. And he wasn't in it for the fame or the money. Paul spent a lot of time at charity events and was known for being respectful to everyone he met, whether they were fans or just random people at a car event. He had fame, wealth, and success, but those things didn't define him. His passion for cars and his humility did. The Stradman, one of the biggest automotive YouTubers, could easily fall into the typical influencer lifestyle, flaunting his exotic cars and showing off his success. But that's not who he is. Known for his transparency, Stradman openly shares his highs and his struggles, including the financial hardships he faced early on. Despite owning a collection of cars worth millions, he remains grounded and relatable. His content isn't about boasting, it's about taking fans along for the journey. There's an authenticity in the way he embraces his past and invites viewers into his life, making them feel like part of his story.
I can't thank you guys enough for everything. You guys mean everything to me.
Stradman's genuine passion and humility often remind me of Paul Walker's spirit, but I'm not sure anyone else sees that connection. Then there's Doug DeMuro, who has built a massive following by reviewing cars and highlighting each one's unique quirks and features. Doug doesn't chase fame or fortune. He simply shares his fascination with cars, from budget beaters to high-end luxury vehicles. His enthusiasm feels authentic, and it's clear he isn't interested in showing off. Instead, he's genuinely curious, diving into the details of each car he reviews. Doug's humble, down-to-earth approach makes him come across as a friend rather than a celebrity, someone who's here for the joy of discovery rather than the spotlight. Jay Leno, a true car legend, has one of the largest car collections in the world, but ask anyone and they'll tell you that Jay is as down to earth as they come. He doesn't collect cars for status or to show off his wealth. For him, it's about the craftsmanship, the history, and the thrill of the drive. Jay is known for talking to everyone, from the average car fan to the industry's biggest names, with the same level of respect and enthusiasm. He's not interested in setting himself apart as a celebrity. He's just another car guy who loves to share his passion. Then, let's talk about the Hamilton Collection, a car collection that has made waves not just for its impressive lineup of cars, but for its owner's willingness to share them with the public. The Hamilton Collection regularly takes its fleet of hypercars to car meets, inviting fans to see them up close, take photos, and even experience them firsthand. This isn't about hoarding luxury for status, it's about sharing the joy of cars with those who might never have that chance, showing that their collection represents more than just wealth or power. Then there are the guys from Donut Media, Nolan Sykes, James Pumphrey, and Jeremiah Burton. Each brings something unique. Nolan's knack for storytelling, James's big, bold personality, and Jeremiah's deep technical expertise. They're not in it for fame or to show off. They're here to share their genuine love for cars with their audience. Even though they're no longer all on the same channel, the friendship and camaraderie they showed as a team made viewers feel like they were hanging out with friends who shared their passion. Their unique personalities and enthusiasm created a community vibe that went beyond any one channel.
Get up to speed on Donut.
Speaking of community, Chris Fix, a name almost every car DIYer knows, has made a name for himself not just for his easy-to-follow car repair tutorials, but for his humility.
Now, all you need to do is give a small donation to charity, and you get right in that passenger seat.
Despite his massive success, Chris Fix has remained one of the most accessible automotive influencers. He's always ready to offer advice, answer questions, and share his expertise with fans. His humble, just one of the guys attitude has earned him respect in the car community, not just as a YouTube star, but as a genuine car enthusiast. Matt Armstrong is another name worth mentioning. Matt's known for his hands-on approach, diving headfirst into challenging restorations. He's all about the process, showing fans the ups and downs of his projects. He doesn't hide the difficulties he faces or try to paint a perfect picture. He's real about the challenges, and that honesty resonates with his fans. For Matt, it's not about creating an image, it's about being genuine and sharing his passion with others. Last but not least, we have the Top Gear trio, Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May. They're well known for their controversial personalities and aren't afraid to speak their minds, even if it gets them in trouble. But underneath the humor, sarcasm, and occasional chaos, there's an authenticity that fans connect with. Their dynamic, often rough around the edges, has made them relatable. Despite the fame, they've kept their sense of humor and never taken themselves too seriously, which is part of what makes them so beloved in the car community.
I hope we brought you a little bit of happiness.
The car culture isn't perfect though. There's drama, serious gatekeeping, hate, and people endangering lives through takeovers and street races. But there's one thing we are the best at, and that's picking our representatives. We don't force them to act stupid, create drama, or go over the top, but rather to be passionate and clear, to treat us like they wanted to be treated before they made it. We started with a question: are car guys the most humble celebrities? When the question shifts from what can I give to my audience to what can I get from my audience? Integrity often becomes the first casualty, but car culture has a different vibe. The famous car guys who stay humble despite their success remind us that, for them, it's never been about fame or wealth. It's about a shared passion, a love for cars that goes beyond status or money. This love creates a genuine bond with their fans, making interactions feel honest, relatable, and real. So why do famous car guys seem so much more grounded than other public figures? Because they didn't just find fame, they found purpose. They didn't just gain fans, they built a community. For these enthusiasts, sharing their passion isn't about boosting their own image, it's about inviting others to join in, to feel part of something larger. When you look past the fancy cars and big garages, you see people who are enthusiasts at heart, just like the rest of us. And maybe that's why, in a world obsessed with fame and fortune, they still feel like friends.